Okay, let's go back here. All right, so here's my picture. I'm going to show you a couple different things as far as filters are concerned. So I went in here, I did my layer masks and everything. Number one is I might want to hide that top layer so I can see what's left over. And sure enough, there's a lot of things that I probably don't want in here. This I want to be a little less, especially that. I don't need that basket in the sky. Or this, and I want to make it a little, now notice here when I put the flowers back in is where the wall is in the background back here, it makes the flowers a little less transparent. So I don't want to quite get rid of all of that. But now I'm going to leave those flowers there and continue to paint in this layer. And again, make sure that box is highlighted. And I'm also going to pull the opacity down quite a bit. Hit this up in here, just reduce this a little. Okay. Okay. And that too. All right, now I want to try a couple different things. Say I want to work in this layer, and I want to try a filter on here. And you can try all of these if you want. Filters have all of these. You can go to the filter gallery, which is easiest to see all of them. Come on, filter gallery. Okay, here we go. So it'll pull up the picture, your picture of whatever layer that you had clicked on. And I actually really like this dark stroke one, but you can click on any of these and it sort of gives you, you know, the look of everything that's in here. You can see what all these things look at, and you're welcome to try these. If you don't like it, you can just do edit undo. But anyway, you know, even something like that might be appropriate if you have other colors that would sort of go along with that. But like I said, I really kind of liked the dark stroke one. I just think it looks pretty. You know, it sort of brings out my eyes in this picture. But you can see some of the other ones. Some of them will turn them sort of black and white or whatever. So if I like it, and you can also hit it up here. You can see what else it'll do. You can, you know, stretch some of those changes a little bit. Just click OK if you like it. Now, you'll notice that, and it happened there, so it darkened up some of those areas, and also you can, wow, really see the difference in the layer mask. I'm going to hit up that paintbrush again in this area to soften this up a little. It doesn't really matter. People aren't really going to be seeing that part, but I don't know, it was bothering me. So anyway, there we go. Those are your filters, and you're, again, welcome to play around with any of those. Then there are also, say I want to do something to these flowers in here. I can go to layer, and I can do an adjustment layer. And you've got all of these things in here. Now these are just like in Camera Raw: brightness and contrast, levels, curves, exposure, vibrance, hue and saturation, color balance. You're aware of what all of those are, black and white. Some of these other things, I would just have to try it out. I don't know what they all do, but invert, posterize, threshold. These two, invert and posterize. I'll show you what posterizing does. Just click OK. And it does sort of, it pulls out certain colors and it just makes it look postery. Now, here's the thing. If you're doing layer adjustments, when you make a layer adjustment, and I don't like this at all, but I do kind of like it over the roses, but I don't want it to apply to my face, and I don't want to apply it to the rest of my picture because that just looks ridiculous. So if I want a change to happen, when I put an adjustment layer, it makes that adjustment to every single layer that's beneath it. So if I want this to apply to just this layer, this is where I have to commit. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go to Layer, and go to merge down, or you can use your command. I would use Command E. You would use Control E for on your PCs or your laptops there. So okay, so it did that. It posterized the flowers, not my face underneath. Now if I want to go in here and I can sort of move this around. Now notice I have also this clicked, so I'm not on auto select. If I was on auto select, you know, we wanted to do that for one of our other projects. If I did auto select, then whatever layer you click on is the one that moves. So I don't want that on because I want to be able to click on my layers here and sort of move this out. Now, you know, if I decided I wanted to move my face around, maybe I would do that. I think it might look, it's kind of lost up here. I don't know. I don't know whether I like that. But anyway, you get the idea. Maybe down here. I'll just throw it in down here somewhere. So there's my 3 things that are all together. Okay, so that's just regular adding pictures together. You know, I might want to clean up these edges and things to finish off my project. And then please don't forget to save. If you get to the end of the class, it's always File, and it's already, because we're in the portrait, I'm just going to do File, Save, because it has already been done. So you just want to make sure that you save your changes every time as a Photoshop document. You don't need to save any changes at Bridge. You do need to save them here because I want to be able to see these layers. Do not save it as a JPEG or these layers will disappear. Okay, and that's it.